Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So today we're at the Bundaberg Botanic Gardens. I'm going to give you a bit of information and a bit of show you around our Orenstein Koppel, Germany. So Germany started its life, built, believe it or not, in Germany. It was built in 1914, and it was actually on a boat to Australia as the First World War was declared. So while it was coming over to Australia, they took the makers' plates off and chucked them overboard, because if the boys at the port saw it was coming from Germany, they wouldn't have let it in the port because it would have been seen as supporting Germany's war effort. And so now, once it did get into port, into Australia, it went to Milliquin Mill, where it served up until 1951. Now, it was in fact actually Milliquin's first ever loco, so pretty special there for Milliquin Mill. And when it arrived there, they say that Milliquin only had about 2 miles worth of track there, so yes, not very much compared to what Bundy Sugar now has. I think they have upwards of 300 kilometers worth of track throughout their network. So yeah, and then 1951 it moved to Quinaba Mill, where it was for in service there probably about 10 years, I think it was. And then after Quinaba, it got retired, and they got the Rotary Club of Bundaberg got it, and they put it in a park at Kendall's Flats, so in Bundaberg. And it was there for about 30 or so years, survived quite a few floods, and then we got it off of the Rotary Club to restore in '87, I believe it is. And yeah, so then it took quite a while for them to do it up, as you could imagine, being sitting for so long and through all these floods. But eventually it was restored in the early 2000s, and yeah, here it is now. I'll show you around. Alright, so I'm up in the cab of Germany now, so I'll give you a bit of a tour around Germany. So, starting on the driver's side, we have your gear. So right now it's in the middle, stationary, I guess basically neutral, because we're not going anywhere. This here is your cylinder drains. So it'll drain any water that's out in there. So at the moment they're closed, this is open, and with the valve gear that's full forwards, reverse, neutral. Here we have your injector water, so open that up and it comes out. This is your injector down here, so your water gets down here, and the steam through some effect it sucks it up into the boiler. Come back on, and then that's your regulator, so I guess you can think of that as your throttle. It regulates how much steam enters the piston. The more steam you have, the more pressure there is, the faster you can go. Then we have the firebox down here. So this one in Germany is only a little small loco, so only a small firebox there. And here we have your the blower for the firebox, so you turn that on, and it creates a draft, so you don't burn your eyebrows off when you put coal in the fire. Up here we have your pressure gauge, your whistle cord, your sight glass for how much water is in the boiler. Coming over to the fireman's side here, we've got steam for the fireman's injector, water for the fireman injector. We have a pricker bar, That's your ash pan water there, so you can wet all the coals, your shovel. And then behind us here, this is the only brake equipped on this loco. So this is the hand brake and the stopping brake. That's all we have. So you push that down to stop, and you bring it back up to let go. And that's the inside of Germany. And I'll give you a quick overview of the outside as well. So this one here, that's the sand. We don't need that here, but that's where it is. The steam dome, obviously smokestack, light. This is your mechanical lubricator for the cylinders. That's the cylinder drain there. This one's a 040 T, so what that means, 0 leading wheels, 4 driving wheels, 0 trailing wheels, and then T for tank. Yeah, that's the main features of the thing. That's the smoke box door there. That's the coupling, nothing changes.
Now enjoy some footage of it travelling around the rest of the track.
always see them here. And, right?